Now let's take a look at question 22. Over here we have 3 different beakers filled with different amounts of water at different temperature. Looking at the setup, we know that the question is most likely related to the amount of heat in a substance. So we must know that there are 2 factors affecting the amount of heat in a substance. They are temperature of the substance and volume of the substance. So allow me to explain the concept using the diagrams. Let us compare beaker D and beaker E first. For beaker D and E, we observe that both have the same volume of water but different temperatures. So we can say that the water in beaker D has a higher temperature than the water in beaker E. As such, when a substance has a higher temperature, we can conclude that it has a greater amount of heat. Thus, the water in beaker D has a greater amount of heat as compared to the water in beaker E. Now, once we have compared beaker D and E, let us compare between beaker E and beaker F. So, for beaker E and F, the temperature is the same, however, the volume of water is different. So, in this case, we say that the water in beaker F has a greater volume of water than beaker E. So if a substance has a greater volume, we can also conclude that it has a greater amount of heat. As such, since beaker F and beaker E are the same temperature, beaker F with the greater volume of water than E will have a greater amount of heat than the water in beaker E. With that, let's take a look at the question. Now, the question states, which of the following statement is true about the water in the beakers? So looking at option 1, water in beaker F has more heat than E. We have already explained that because beaker F has a greater volume of water than E, thus beaker F will have a greater amount of heat than the water in beaker E. So option 1 is a possible answer. Let's take a look at option 2. For option 2, water in beakers E and F have the same amount of heat. As explained earlier, water in beaker F has a greater amount of heat than water in beaker E. Now for option 3, water in beaker D will reach room temperature the fastest. So when we analyze the water in beaker D, we have concluded that it has a greater amount of heat than E. As such, in order for beaker D to lose heat and reach room temperature, it will take a longer amount of time as compared to the water in beaker E. In that case, we cannot say that water in beaker D will reach room temperature the fastest. In fact, water in beaker E will reach room temperature the fastest. Thus, option 3 is not correct. Now, for option 4, water in beakers D, E, F will reach room temperature at the same time. In order for water in 3 beakers to reach the room temperature at the same time, they must lose the same amount of heat. However, due to different temperatures and different volumes of water, we know that each beaker has a different amount of heat inside it, and thus they will not take the same time to reach room temperature. As such, option 4 is not correct. This leaves us with option 1 as our correct answer. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you found this video useful, do give us a thumbs up. If you want to check out the other videos we have made, do click on the links on the right hand side. Last but not least, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more interesting videos. I'll see you next time. Bye bye!